It's LBI Region Report time, and Lori, we are excited because it is now March, and I know that on the horizon you've got some things coming up for St. Patrick's Day, some big bashes, and with that it comes a brew or two, I think as well.
It is the season, as they say. You know, they say March comes in like a lion and out like a lamb, but February held on tight.
Yes, it did.
February would not let go, so we're ready for a little warmth, a little starting to get out, move around a little bit more. Yeah. But we did have to reschedule our February Women in Business, which will be happening this week, March 4th, over at Habitat for Humanity, the Southern Ocean County Restore in West Creek. So this is a members-only event, but it offers an inside look at one of the region's most meaningful nonprofit organizations. The event will take place March 4th, 10 to 11:30. It's over at 668 Main Street. You just have to RSVP to the Southern Ocean County Chamber office at 609-494-7211, just to make sure that that you are on the list. And as you mentioned, we do have a great event coming up, a St. Patrick's Day, St. Practice Day, I guess is what they call it in some crowds. But we do have some crowds here joining us today. So we're really excited because we're going to be speaking with two very, very extraordinary gentlemen, Rob Shae from Pinelands Brewing Company and Jim Natoli from Wharfside Cigar. So good morning, gentlemen. Happy March.
Good morning. Good morning.
Happy March to you.
Thank goodness February's over.
It's getting there. It's getting there. So we want to talk a little bit first about, since it is March and, you know, all things beer are on the horizon, let's talk a little bit about Pinelands. Basically, I mean, we've known you since you started, and your philosophy and your place and your craft beer, you know, has evolved. So let's catch up with you and everything that's going on in Pinelands.
Yeah, so we're going into our 12th year. About to celebrate our 12th year in March, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. And just we're staying true to what we've always been for 12 years, and that is beer. I mean, it's what you won't get at Pinelands, and I don't knock other breweries that do this stuff because there's obviously a demand out there for it, and people enjoy it. But you won't get like a mocha, strawberry, raspberry frappuccino ale at Pinelands. I can promise you for around another 12 years, you won't ever see that on our menu. But we stay traditional to what brewing beer really is and what it's been for thousands of years. And that is the basic ingredients and having fun with, you know, hops and some different malts and different things that we do. We stay very traditional to the concept of what beer in our philosophy should be and what it is.
So your motto or your logo was always pure as the pines, and that's because, of course, the water, the natural ingredients, just the you know, the grounded versions of, like what you said. You do not emphasize anything that's not an ingredient that you would see isn't from, you know, Southern Ocean County. You really try to stay true to that, which
and it's, I mean, fun fact, when you look west of Southern Ocean County into the Pine Barrens, which we're right on the edge of, you know, you're looking at one of the largest, you know, natural preserves in the country. It's bigger than Grand Canyon National Park, believe it or not, the Pinelands Preserve. It's home to thousands of different species of plants, animals, et cetera, some of which are only found in that area. And then underneath that beautiful preserve is the Kirkwood-Cohasset aquifer, which has been referred to as folks at Rutgers and USGS as pure melted glacier water. And we're lucky in this area to have such an incredible thing underneath, you know, the beautiful Pine Barrens out there. So it's fun, and it's kind of a unique part, and that's where the as pure as the pines comes from.
Yeah, and truly it does. So you had mentioned that coming up on Saturday, March 7th and Sunday, March 8th, is your 12th anniversary party. So let's talk a little bit about what that means to you and what you're expecting to pull off.
Yeah, I mean, we're excited to be around for 12 years. It's
congratulations. It definitely is For small business, a co for sure.
And that's exactly right. For a small business to be around for 12 years and still have fun and love doing what we're doing, it's exciting for us for sure. It's a very tough industry right now.
Mm-hmm.
And things are tough. And any other breweries that are listening to this, or people that are in the beer business or just distribution business, know this has been a tough couple of years. So to still be here strong and loving what we do, enjoying what we do, and being able to celebrate our 12th anniversary, we're super excited. And we've got some great stuff planned for both Saturday and Sunday. Food trucks. We've got Josh Warner playing, who's a local favorite down here in Little Lake, Tuckerton, actually all of Ocean County and other areas outside. And then Jimmy Brogan, who's another big name around this area that people love to come and see. They're going to be playing. We're going to have food trucks. And then Sunday, we're going to have another great band, Steelman's Cut, a bunch of local guys that have a really cool following. And we've always referred to those guys as our house band. So it's going to be a blast. And I always say this is the biggest party you'll ever see in Little Lake and Tuckerton. We see 300 to 400 people each day, and it's a blast. And we're hoping for no snow.
Yeah. Now, well, let's hope that stays in February and we don't have to worry about that.
That's right.
So so the event, you have live bands, food trucks, plus all your great craft beers. I believe there's some discussion of a pong event happening.
So there is a beer pong event coming up also in March, March 14th. We're going to have a beer pong bracketed event sponsored by a great group of people at the Beer Muscle Social Club. They're going to be out here helping us set up the beer pong event and the bracketing and bringing out the tables and stuff like that. And they sell some great T-shirts. We've partnered up with them a bunch of times, and just a great group of people that love to work out, and then they like to go drink beer. And I mean, come on.
The American way.
I love it. I love it. And they have some fun competitions whenever they're here. They'll do things like have like a push-up competition or a pull-up competition and sit-up competition, and they'll give away prizes and stuff like that. So we're also going to be giving away some prizes during that event, some gift cards, and so is Beer Muscle Social Club. And it should be a great time. It's every time those guys show up, it's always a good, fun time.
Yeah, well, it sounds like a great thing. And you also are introducing some beer tales, which isn't people talking about you after you drink too much beer. It's actually beer cocktails fused with Pinelands beer.
That is correct. Yeah. So we've kind of, there's some breweries out there doing this, and we kind of saw, we've tested it out a few times, and we've really had some fun coming up with some of these ideas of different things added to beer and making a nice, cool cocktail. Some of them taste like a root beer float with one of our porters, Evan John Porter, a little bit of chocolate syrup and some half and half. And then we've got like a black and blue pineapple that we do with our seltzer, which is a fun drink. We have one of our flagship beers, 0807, where we add, which is like a citrusy pale ale. And we add a little cranberry juice, blackberry juice to it, and have some fun with it. And then we have a red ale that we add a few ingredients, like half and half, chocolate and strawberry simple syrup. And again, it's like drinking a milkshake. It really is.
That sounds.
And it's just another way to have some fun with beer and ales
and explore some flavors.
Yeah.
So it's definitely, listen, we're trying to get spring in the air.
That's
we're
right.
definitely looking at celebrating, and of course, going out and making sure you celebrate with the crew over for the 12th anniversary and beyond. So congratulations again, because that is a wonderful milestone. And with you, we have Jim, and he's going to talk about Wharfside, because Wharfside is doing so much for the community, and we'd like to introduce your business. So let's talk a little bit about what you have going on at Wharfside.
Sure. Good morning.
Good morning.
So we started 2 years ago when I moved down to the area full time. I'd always been here as a child growing up every summer, Beach Haven West.
Nice.
Crabbing and clamming. The area was in my blood from a young kid, the little 10-foot Garvey boat out clamming in the bay from Barnegat Light down to Tuckerton Creek. And when I retired down here full-time 2 years ago, it became very quickly became very evident to me that a part-time was going to have to happen just as a social aspect. It was February, not like this February was.
Yeah.
Kind of quiet. And you sit on the couch watching TV during the day and you're not very productive. You talk to the dog talks to you. So, okay, it's time to get out of the house. So I wound up looking for jobs, honestly, for a couple months, and nothing really suited any interests. So a hobby of mine since 1990 was smoking cigars. That I had my whole life. Introduced me to it. And I said, I know something about this. And you always hear that saying that if it's a hobby, it's not going to feel like a job. So I thought, okay, let's open a cigar shop.
Do you still feel that way?
No.
That's the secret that they don't tell you.
Yeah, running a small business has its own, for the first time in my life, it has its own challenge.
It's its own thing.
Challenge. Everything you decide all day long affects the balance sheet one way or another. You know. But so it started out, it's okay. I talked to a few friends who I knew that owned cigar shops in the area in New Jersey, and said, look, whatever you do, don't rent in a strip mall. Because no matter what happens, no matter all the measures you take, the nail salon complains next door, the pizzeria complains next door, all day long deal complaints from customers from other establishments, and it's real aggravation. Find a standalone building. So I looked in Beachhead West for quite a while, but there's nothing in the area. It is well developed. The only thing available is a strip mall.
Right.
I was invited by some friends in March 2024, I guess it was, to Dockside for lunch. I left Dockside driving up Green Street going towards Route 9. I saw this 100-year-old cedar barn with for rent sign on it. I said, perfect. I went inside, talked to the owner, happened to be there doing some cleanup. And I rented it for a 1-year lease to see if there's business down here. Some concerns that Tuckerton has about 3,000 year-round residents, so maybe demographics were a little light to support a small business, but I thought I'd give it a shot 1 year. Decorated the barn and put a sign out front. It just did a soft opening. A year into it, it turned out the landlord wanted a bit more money for the space, and it wasn't really feasible. So I was told that the old gristmill was up for sale from Borough Hall. So I went down to Borough Hall and I bought the building. So it's circa 1704.
Yes, it's really historic. I mean, we're talking about our country's 250th anniversary.
Right, and we're older.
And you predate.
Yeah.
Pretty impressive.
And it's fun being in the building, doing some renovations, trying to keep it true to its historic value, thinking about the conversations that were had at the kitchen table, or things that were had at in the dining room or the living room 300 years ago, 320 years ago. But it's a real charming building, and it's right at the foot, at the very beginning of Tuckerton Creek. It served as a grist mill until 1898. It was then bought by the town and converted to a watermill.
Right.
And then from there, until the new watermill was built, I don't know what year it was, in 1900s, down Green Street, it then became Borough Hall. They closed down after Sandy, moved to a larger building and just boarded it up. So walking in was kind of interesting. It was empty for 12 or 13 years, and inside was kind of an eyesore. And so we took the process out to renovate it and just to rehab it. Wasn't looking to change it. I thought it was important to keep its historical value in Tuckerton.
Absolutely.
It is deemed as part of the Seaport. So next to me is Stewart's, which is not part of the Seaport, or H&R Block. They're not as well.
Right.
But right after them is Tuckerton Museum. So even though I'm 2 properties away, I'm actually part of the Seaport. And I volunteered to become part of the walking tour. And I said, okay, we have to do some good here. We have a nice little building. We're part of the community. And it slowly became, from a small business to really more of a social experiment.
Yeah. So, I mean, you're definitely doing things, food banks, school lunches. I mean, you gather to play games of chess and discuss local issues. So it is becoming, a hub.
Yeah, I mean, little known, as we were in the process of moving from Green Street to Water Street, with little known facts, we fed 160 some odd children school lunch every day last year.
Wow. That is impressive.
It's just because one of the customers came one day and I sat down and have a cigar with them. We're talking about I guess they're part of the school board. And there were these families in town that had debts with the third party vendor now provides the lunch in school.
Yeah.
And they fed them for a period of time and then they stopped feeding the kids because they didn't have any money for lunch. So I'm having a conversation with this person on the board saying, how does a 13-year-old go to school for 6 hours and not get lunch? How are we expecting to retain the information they're being given? So I started taking collections for the members. If you come in and buy an expensive cigar, instead of that, I'll tell you, a good cigar for $10. Give me $10 for school lunch. Having the conversations, and we end up raising enough money that we fed over 160 children school lunch every day, and over 67 families Thanksgiving Day dinner didn't have food.
Wow. So for just for the consumers to listen, what are your hours for your location?
A measly 12 to 12, 7 days a week.
Okay, so you're open afternoon through the evenings, 7 days a week, and they can purchase pre-rolled cigars
Sure.
of various,
Yes.
every kind of price point, right?
Yes.
And they don't need to make a reservation to come and sit. They could just walk right in.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, we're open to the public.
Perfect.
It's really become a bit of a gathering place. I always walk up to a couple of new gentlemen I introduce. One of the rules, you walk in, there's people in the room you don't know, you must introduce yourself.
Oh, that's very good.
And they sit down and start having conversations. And now there are gentlemen that come in that are golfing buddies or fishing buddies with the guy that lived 2 lagoons over there. You never met him. But they both lived the last 20 years. But because they're just 1 block away or 2 blocks away, they never actually crossed paths. And now they're best friends.
See, that's what it's about.
Community. Exactly.
Yep, that's what it's about. So, of course, you can find both Wharfside Cigar and Pinelands Brewery on visitlbiregion.com. But do you have direct websites you'd like people to go to?
Yes, wharfsidecigars.com.
Okay. So, we're going to talk again, all this good stuff that's going on. We're talking about community, bringing everybody together. We have a Southern Ocean Chamber joint Lucky Business After Hours social ahead of St. Patrick's Day, March 16th from 6 to 8:30 p.m. And it's going to be at Pinelands Brewery. It's sponsored by Wharfside Cigar. We're very, very excited about it. This is really gathering to strengthen business-to-business connections, to really support local businesses. It's in collaboration with the Little Egg Harbor Chamber. And it's just going to be a great night out. And then the $30 registration fee for members, $45 for non-members, includes food, drink ticket. We have some of the proceeds going towards the Fall Festival. So if there's going to be guest speakers, there's going to be a lot going on.
St. Patrick's Day warm-up.
It is. It's, that's it. It's the practice. It's our
rehearsal dinner.
It's the rehearsal dinner.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's really, and Lori, I just want to take the opportunity real quick to thank Jim for sponsoring this. Thank the Chamber for sponsoring it. I'm thrilled Little Egg Chamber is going to be involved also. They're going to be here. And I know I believe it's Mystic Pizza is going to be providing food for the event.
Yep.
And I worked, closely with Blaze, as you all know him well, I'm sure. And I think we're putting on a really great event. I'm really excited about it. And again, I can't thank Jim and Wharfside for helping sponsor this event. We've had a great relationship since about the time you started. And we've done a lot of stuff together and helping raise, funds and do different things to help what he's doing, but also get the word out about his business when he was closed and doing renovations to the new business. He was a guest over here many times with a bunch of his cigar guys. So it's been a great partnership.
It's a great symbiotic relationship you guys have, which is important.
The best way to find us is on Facebook or Instagram, Wharfside Cigars. On the business page, all the events we hold are listed on the social media.
Oh, that's great to know.
And so we did a soft opening around Christmas that was closed pre-Christmas, doing renovations with clients that wanted to come and smoke. It was getting cold out, pre-snow days, but getting cold to smoke outside on their porch or that someone's smoking in the garage, shed in the backyard, whatever it may be. So I said, you can come in, but I'm in here, with the saws going, running electrical pipes, got a plumber working over there, but we'll work around you, but you don't mind the noise, come smoke. And they did. So I kind of had a soft opening around the holidays, which has been a lot of fun. The grand opening for 100 Water Street will most likely be the first week of April.
Oh, that's exciting.
On Instagram or Facebook, it'll be posted. There will lots of Pinelands beer and some live music. It'll be posted on social media for anyone.
Well, we have the giant scissors. So, I mean, we're always there. We're always there to showcase and bring fanfare to that. So we're really excited again, for both your businesses and coming together to create this collaborative effort. March 16th, 6 to 8:30. get your tickets. You can go to visit lbiregion.com and get your tickets right now. Again, it's food, it's a drink ticket, it's a relaxed environment with business owners, nonprofit leaders, just a great way to exchange ideas, explore new opportunities, and just really, come out and meet, all the great people in Southern Ocean County and get to plan the rest of your 2026 with us, which is exciting too. So thank you, gentlemen, again for your contributions, everything that you do on a daily. We always appreciate small business leaders stepping up and, having the opportunity to share all the good that you do behind the scenes, as well as all the stuff that we promote. So thank you for that. And we're going to look forward to seeing you guys for your 12th anniversary, as well as for the pre-St. Patrick's Day business social on the 16th. So thanks again, and stay warm, guys.
Well, and thank you, Lori, and to everybody at the Chamber. You guys are great, and you've always been very supportive. So thank you very much.
Well, we appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you. Take care.
So great stuff, right? Coming up. I mean, starting March strong with a lot of good information. So the other thing that I wanted to talk about, since we're getting a little Irish, we are getting a little Irish. For Pepenella to say that we're getting a little Irish,
everybody
must be a good mood day. We have the Irish show coming up at Albert Hall, which is very important. It's Saturday, March 7th. And Albert Music Hall, for those that don't know, is over at Wells Mills Road in Waretown. They host an annual Irish show. The doors open at 5 p.m. The show begins at 6. Admission is only $6 for adults, $1 for children under 12. So it's a great, affordable night out. They want everybody to wear green. And they're going to have, of course, the traditional Irish dance, along with 5 bands that are going to take the stage throughout the night, really delivering traditional Irish tunes. So come out. Albert Hall is a member of the Chamber, a longtime member, and we certainly support what they're doing. And really excited about, just participating for those two things, getting ready for the 16th, getting ready for Irish Albert Hall show. And of course, in between, we have a very important event for the community coming up March 12th, which is the job fair, the career fair that we're holding March 12th. This is at the mainland. It is in partnership with the Ocean County Career Center, the Southern Ocean County Chamber, the Department of Labor and Workforce Development, and Atlantic City Electric. And this is just a very important day. If you're thinking about changing careers, if you're looking for jobs, if you're re-entering the workforce, we're going to have lots of resources for you. The event is completely free. There's no cost at all. So we, definitely want you to come. It's from 1 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. And the Atlantic City Electric has sponsored free coffee service throughout the day. So you'll be able to keep caffeinated and speak to some of the great employers. And we do have a lot of fantastic employers that are going to be there. Brant Beach Yacht Club, Ship Bottom Volunteer Fire Company, Employing Veterans and Military Spouses, A&R Pools, Holiday Inn, New Horizons and Autism, HMH Southern Ocean Medical Center, Baker's Acres, Summit Home Healthcare, Superior Court of New Jersey, Seacrest Rehabilitation and Healthcare, Oceans Inc., Saker ShopRites, Encompass Health Rehabilitation Hospital of Toms River, K & Co Living, New Jersey Department of Corrections, American Institute, Genesis Southern Ocean Center, Ocean County Career Center, Department of Labors and Veteran Services. So a lot of great opportunity if you just want to come out and get a feel for some of this, what job seekers might like. And there is a lot of potentials for employers to come. So it's not too late if you're an employer. This is a fantastic way to meet potential, potential employees, networking opportunities, brand visibilities. It's very cost effective. So you can contact the Chamber 609-494-7211 and be part of that job fair, because it's something that's really important to our community to make sure that our neighbors and our businesses, our small businesses, have the right talent pool. So again, completely free to job seekers. and that is March 12th, beginning from 1, running to 4:30 at Mainland. That's at the Holiday Inn, Route 72 in Manahawkin. And one last thing I want to say, I know we've had a lot of busy jump to March, but we also want to shout out to the Tide Table Group. They had opened up their newest beautiful restaurant and bar area called Hollow Pines, and they are doing Arctic outreach. They're going to be holding Arctic outreach there. This is on March 7th. So if you'd like to support that, great cause, and certainly check out the new location, please do that. So again, all the information and calendar of events is on visitlbiregion.com. You could follow us as Southern Ocean Chamber or as the LBI Region. And of course, the podcast is always chock full with the latest and greatest information that you could possibly get. So please share and let people know what's going on.
That's right. And find us wherever you find podcasts, whether it's YouTube or Spreaker, iTunes, iHeart. If there are podcasts there, you will find us there.